Welcome back to Story Time with Albert. Today is a little bit different. We're not talking specifically about the P6 product, but more so about the journey of the riders testing, getting the wheels to the US, and attending the races and launch event. There's a lot that happened, and therefore, Christine and I feel that it's worthy to share with you. You guys got a little sneak peek in our BTS video, but here's the full scoop.
Sure, let's start.
Where would you like to start, Christine?
Let's start with September.
So September 1st, we arrived in China and we brought Zach and Max to test the wheel with us. Brian was there as well. And we had to test the wheel and we had to ship the wheels really early to the US in order to make it for our launch event. So we had about 7 or 8 days to test.
Yeah.
And then we had to make the decision to ship them. And so we had shipped 8 wheels in total in that first shipment. Now, right before we shipped the wheels, that is when Zach, Max, and Brian
Found out.
well, they were able to at least push the wheel performance-wise to the point, both in the amount of torque they can extract and the heat that they can get the motor up to, temperature-wise, in order to find a small issue with the tolerancing between the motor cover and the bearing, in which we talked about on the motor overheat.
I saw some comments saying, how come these engineers in China, they don't find this early? Why is it wait till such late date to find out this little issue? Because it's a big issue.
Yeah.
Like, why wait till that late?
Yeah, so keep in mind that like the wheel has been tested prior to them coming, but there was no one in China that was able to push the wheel so hard in a certain combination of both torque and heat in order to pull this really niche bug out.
Yeah, so I would say all these engineers are like normal rider, like me, not you, like me.
Like normal people, yeah.
There's no way I'm able to push like how these people riders push the wheel.
Yeah.
So if I'm riding the P6, there's no way I will overheat a
No,
wheel.
there's no chance.
Yeah.
Even like Max, who was racing with the P6 and he's able to, get first place and everything, he's not able to overheat the wheel because of the fact that he's smaller. So he's 145, 150 pounds,
around
maybe
there.
somewhere around there. And he can go for as many laps as he wants and he'll never overheat the wheel. So really this motor overheat is a very niche issue that only affects those who are A, larger in stature, B, able to push the wheel
Performance
that
riders.
hard and sustain that kind of pushing for a long period of time.
So the engineers tried to do their best, but it's just over the limit.
And we're just trying to, be upfront with everyone and try to solve every niche problem that we can find, because at the end of the day, our goal is just to make a better product. Ultimately, that's all I want.
So I would say how the wheel was in September, it was like the first production.
Yeah, so this first batch that the racers went to test is similar to the first batch of other manufacturers who just release wheels
That's what I
and make us the test dummies. Yes. And then usually they go through that process and kind of fix the wheel.
And
And
that's
that's
why
why you
there's
get the
a
batch
second
1,
batch.
batch 2, batch 3. And so with InMotion, by bringing the racers in, which is the first of its kind, from the US to test the wheel, they're basically able to skip that first batch kind of problem finding.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. And so what the general public is going to be receiving is more like a second batch, is I think what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we kept testing this motor, and we had a second batch of wheels that were shipped. after we finished testing them. So they were shipped near the end of September. And at that point in time, we figured out the solution to solving the motor overheat and the issues that we were having. And that is why we had to ship not only 3 wheels, but a bunch of motors with them.
3 wheels with the new motors.
With the new motors.
And 8 new motors.
And 8 new motors, correct. Just to fix all the motors of the first shipment that we did very early on. Then after the testing, and of course, if you want to see more detail about the testing in China, look at EUC Zach's YouTube channel, because over the course of the next few weeks, he's going to continue posting his story from his point of view. And he gets way more into the weeds, and you can kind of follow along with that journey.
Yeah.
But skipping ahead, on the end of September, we flew back to Los Angeles to get ready for the launch event and the racing. And we were supposed to get that first shipment because it left China around September 10th or 8th or 9th or 10th, somewhere around there.
Early September.
And it was airshipped. So we expected it to arrive September 20th to the 25th. Now, when we arrived in LA on end of September 28th, the product still hadn't arrived yet. And at that time, it wasn't super critical because we didn't really need the product yet.
Yeah.
But actually, Mark Yu, the product manager, was flying to LA as well to continue developing and working on the firmware.
I remember he decided to fly over like just
2 days before.
2 days after we left.
Correct. 2 days after we left.
2 days before he arrived LA.
Yeah, exactly. It was a very last minute decision for him to come, especially because in October, the first week or so, is the Chinese national holiday. So he comes to LA, and we, again, still expected the wheel to arrive, but we heard nothing. And as we wanted to kind of figure out more about where these wheels were, we couldn't.
Because China is on holiday.
Because our contact in China, the freight forwarder contact in China was on holiday. And we needed them to communicate with the US warehouse freight forwarding company in order to figure out where our package was. So we had a couple of days. Mark didn't really have much to do. And
jet lag.
we were just fixing jet lag. And we get a call from the warehouse in Chicago. And they're telling me that they have a shipment for us, and it would take 4 days for the shipment to arrive from Chicago, 4 business days to arrive from Chicago to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And the issue was October 11th is our launch day. So they had told us
news were on
October 7th was Tuesday night. Tuesday day.
Morning.
So when they said that 4 days, it was supposed to be scheduled to arrive Monday or Tuesday, which is after our launch day and after ABS. So we were trying to find ways to solve this problem.
We thought it was the second shipment.
We did think it was the second shipment. We were not concerned.
We're chilling.
Until China woke up October 7th night.
The same day, that night.
And gave us the tracking number, which matched the phone call. And then we realized that was the first shipment.
Yeah.
And at that point, we were panicking. So we were eating dinner at a sushi restaurant, and me, Mark, and Christine were together, and we were trying to find any solution under the sun to get the wheels to LA in time.
We were like, can we get them to ship them over? Can we just like pay extra so that they would drive straight? Is there a way to disassemble the wheels so we can get it airshipped? Crazy. A lot more.
Ultimately, all of those solutions had risks involved. And therefore, after many hours of consideration, we made the hard decision to fly to Chicago, rent a car, pick up the freight shipment, and drive it back ourselves.
That was around 10 p.m. we made that decision.
Yes. Yeah. But the problem is at that time it's 10 p.m. so the US warehouse is already closed. And I spoke into the warehouse in the afternoon telling them, please ship our product. So we are extremely worried.
Put them on a truck.
Yes. So we were extremely worried that even if we were to fly to Chicago and arrive there at noon,
Oh my God.
it would already be on the truck and on the way to us, at which point we'd be screwed.
Yeah.
So we reached out to,
A very important person.
who's that?
Andy Ho.
So Andy Ho is one of the local Chicago riders, and he helped us significantly at Electrify Expo Chicago. We reached out to him, and
We were like, Andy, do you have work tomorrow morning? Can you do us a huge favor, please?
and we asked him to go first. A was like, while we're on our flight, he had to contact the warehouse as soon as they open to make sure they don't ship it.
And then head over there.
Get to the warehouse on site
Block
and
the
make
shipment.
sure that the shipment's not being sent. And then on top of that, go to a local grocery store to help us purchase supplies for our drive back.
That's a lot for an early morning.
Yes. So we made this decision to fly to Chicago
Everything
October
was sorted
7th at 10:11 p.m.
Yeah.
For those that were at Small's party, you guys will know now why Zach, Brian, Aaron suddenly got up and left your party, and I'm sorry for that, because there was an all hands on deck emergency meeting.
Oh, we needed it.
Then we booked our flights for 7:30 in the morning or 6:30 in the morning.
6:30. So you guys had to leave the hotel at 4 a.m.
So we had to leave the hotel at 4 in the morning
Yeah. So
to catch that flight.
Zach drove you guys to the airport at 4.
Then we arrive in Chicago because of time zone also around noon.
Yeah, 1 p.m.
We get our rental car, which as you can see was the GMC truck in the background there. And we went to the warehouse to pick up our freight package. Here we have Aaron doing God's work, tying down all the boxes before we left the warehouse so that nothing would fly away. So we had 8 wheels shipped to the warehouse. We had room for 7, plus we had to bring one to New York. So I gave Andy Ho the choice, and now everyone in Chicago, if you're watching this, you can thank Andy for accepting a very difficult choice. But I gave Andy the opportunity to ride the wheel and play with the wheel for a couple days until it needed to be shipped to New York for Electrify Expo. So that is the reason why the Chicago group had first access to that wheel.
The first demo day on the launch day.
Thank you again to Andy Ho.
Thank you, Andy.
Even when Mark saw the boxes of the P6, he was super relieved, super happy. He even lied down on the boxes.
He didn't sleep well.
No, he did not.
We're all very stressed. So you, Mark, and Aaron, 3 of you went to Chicago.
Yes. And we drove 2,200 miles, which is over 3,000 kilometers from Chicago to LA. And the only reason we stopped was either to fill up the gas tank
Empty your own
and
tank.
empty our own tank.
Maybe take a few pictures.
We took like 3 pictures on the whole trip. It was quite a long drive. Now, I'm pretty sure Aaron was glad and so was I, but the two of us, we split the drive basically 50-50. Whenever one of us got tired, we would swap and let the other guy sleep. And it worked out quite well. Now, while we were doing this trip, at the warehouse, we had Brian, Zach, Lauren, and Christine that were setting up for our launch event. And if you had saw the live stream, or Roger's part of the live stream, or Marty's video of the live stream,
or even
psychotherapy, yeah.
He has
they did the hard work of setting up the banners and the venue so that it could be ready for the launch while we were driving.
Mario and Max help a lot too.
You can even see here Zach using our order picker.
That was so scary.
All the way to the ceiling.
He was so nervous. I mean, it is very high.
It is very high. It's like 15 feet high.
Oh my gosh.
Very safe, yes. I know what you're thinking. Very, very safe.
He should put on his skier helmet.
But it's really hot. But ultimately,
It worked out.
It worked out. And we arrived in LA
Thursday
night at around 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
And when we arrived, we had planned to go practice and test the wheels at AVS.
Originally, we booked a day at AVS on Thursday.
So Roger, if you're watching this, I know you've been asking in the groups who are the ones who booked those AVS practice days. It was us. So we booked Wednesday, hoping it would arrive by Wednesday. We booked Thursday, hoping it would arrive by Thursday. And then we joined the practice day that you had set for us.
On Friday.
On Friday. So the wheels arrived Thursday night. And as soon as they arrived, you could see the stress on Brian's face there. As soon as they arrived to the warehouse, we had to do tire changes. So this is us getting to the warehouse. Everyone was at the whole team, and we're unloading the wheels and getting everything ready. And it's a bit bright, but here's all the wheels lined up in the warehouse. We're unboxing them. You can see that Zach's a little tired.
It was very late. Like, he drove from Sacramento. He just arrived that day.
Yeah.
So he was tired too.
And here we are changing the tires so that everybody could get their special favorite Michelin Pilot Street 2 tires onto the wheel.
Yeah, so that night they arrive, unpack everything, start doing the tire change. By the time everything is done, it's like 1, 2 a.m. Right?
2:30, 3 o'clock by the time I got to the hotel. And then the next day,
it's AVS.
We wanted to get ready for Roger's AVS practice day.
Because Mario and Aaron, they have not been on the wheel yet. I mean, on the
They've
P6
never
yet.
tried the P6 at this point in time.
Tried. Would you ride a new wheel that you have never tried?
Not just ride, race. Race a new wheel.
That's a crazy idea. But they have so much faith in this product. It's just...
Because of everything that that Zach, Max, and Brian were telling these guys, they had a lot of faith in the product, and they wanted to see what the product could do.
Yeah.
So that is why we went to AVS to practice. However, the reason why Mario is not looking like Mario here
hi Q,
is because he actually forgot all of his gear and helmet in his car in LA. When we arrived, he found out.
Drove all the way to Apple Valley.
So he borrowed Q's gear in order to at least get some wheel time on the track.
Helmet? Is that Aaron's knee pad?
I think it was... no, I don't think it's Aaron's knee pad. I think maybe like Brian's knee pads or something. And then Max's gloves. Just so that he can get some wheel time.
Yeah.
However, this day was really tiring for Aaron because he just finished the drive with me.
Yeah.
So
and he was still sick.
He was sick, tired, and therefore he still couldn't practice at all on the track.
Yeah, he barely slept.
Yeah.
For like a couple of days.
After that, the next morning,
October
11th was a launch day.
Mm-hmm.
So we invited a bunch of people, Marty, Roger, Psycho, Zen, Law, a bunch of people to the warehouse to try the wheel, to see the launch and give us their thoughts on the live stream.
Q&A.
Yeah. Here you have Mario setting up the pads for the demo. So everyone who came to the launch event had the opportunity to try the wheel and take it around the block. There was no specific like time limit of testing, and we just let them go free flow.
Yeah.
But I think Roger had to leave early, so he didn't have a chance to try the wheel.
Yeah, he didn't even get to try the wheel.
Yeah.
I turned around, he's gone.
As soon as the launch live stream Q&A was over, I think he had to go to work.
Yeah.
Here we have Marty being all happy with the P6. And the launch event went really well.
It was really well.
It went a little long, but it was really well. I think it was really informative for those who asked questions on the live stream.
We couldn't get to all the questions, but it's too long.
Yeah.
And then we have to leave that afternoon to head back to AVS and prepare for the next day.
Correct. So we had to load up our car with the generators and all of our gear and check into our Airbnb for AVS race on Sunday.
Yeah.
So this is us getting ready to go to AVS. And as some of you may know, AVS went pretty well. Here you can see the 5 guys. I can't see the 5, but you see 3 guys on the
See the
starting grid. We got Brian, Zach, and Aaron. And we have Max and Mario ripping it through the corners. Now, AVS was a super success. They all did super well. The wheel didn't have any issues until the very end, when we allowed people to test ride, and there was like 4 or 5 people who consecutively.
It was like back to back on the track.
Yeah.
That I could say that is like over 12 to 15 laps.
Oh, easily. Yeah, like easily.
Bulking, pushing.
Yeah.
And it was not full battery.
It was not. Yeah. It was around.
I will say around 50.
Yeah. It wasn't something that we had planned to do, but everybody who was there wanted to give it a try, and we wanted to kind of share the love, and let people experience. As long as Max
is okay, because that's his.
It was his racing wheel, correct? Now, at this event, if you don't know, we were able to secure the top 5 spots. So 1 through 5 was won by InMotion and won by the InMotion race team. So I believe it was Mario first, Max was second, Zach is third, Brian is fourth, and Aaron was fifth.
A lot of people were saying how Aaron is like, oh, he's not doing well, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, he is the guy that didn't get enough rest, has been driving around and was sick. And seriously, I would say less than 5 hours on the wheel.
Yeah. Maybe not. Yeah, I wouldn't even say 5 hours. I would say
not
like less than 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, because the whole morning of the practice day, he was.
Oh, he was like doing pedal.
Oh no, he was not feeling well. Like he was battling his like he had anxiety and his lack of sleep, and then he was getting his flu. So he was definitely like overworked, I would say, or just unrested. Like even the day after, actually the day of the launch event. At that night, I had asked him to go back to the hotel to sleep.
He just crashed in the warehouse. And
he didn't even have the energy to get out of the warehouse into the hotel. So he just said, like, I'm just going to sleep here and call it a day.
Just let me be. Yeah. So I'm surprised he is doing so well.
He did really well at AVS with considering all the factors.
Yeah. He's like a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Aaron.
Aaron did like very well for the cards that were dealt to him. So, what happened after AVS?
All fun and game again.
we had thought that we would have AVS would finish. We'd have like 1 or 2 days to chill out. And then we'd drive to Sacramento, hang out at the Darnells for a couple of days, and then get ready for TEF 1. But is that what happened?
Never. It's never that smooth. We thought the second shipment would go straight to the Darnell's house.
But
it's in Chicago again.
And it wouldn't arrive in time. So that just means
we're gonna do it all over again.
Me and Christine had to now take a flight because we did not want to put Aaron through it again.
It's just too much.
It was too much for Aaron. So me and Christine decided that we're the only, not as critical players in this ecosystem. So we were going to be the ones to go to Chicago together, rent another car, and drive it to San Francisco or Sacramento for the second time.
Yes.
So we got a nice little Kia SUV. We loaded up the 3 wheels and the 8 motors, and we made our way back.
We left at 4 a.m. again to catch a flight. Get there at noon again. And then another 1 day and 6 hours drive.
Another 30 hours and 2,000 miles of driving.
Yeah.
Now, luckily with this one, it wasn't as rushed. We had a little bit of flex time, which, we didn't really take our time, but it wasn't as, on the dot. So we were at least able to, add
Stop. We did stop for 3 hours on the side of the highway.
we were able to add a couple more stops here and there for us to use the bathroom or take a nap if needed.
Female bladder, so I'm sorry.
And overall, like the car's gas tank was never empty because our bladders needed to be emptied, and so we might as well fill up gas.
Yeah.
But Christine did a lot of the driving too, and when I needed sleep, she would let me sleep and take over. And it was really funny because every time you took over, it was like not ideal driving scenario, and every time I drove, it was like more ideal.
Shiny day.
So when Christine was driving one time, it started snowing at the pass, and I woke up and she's like,
It was like snow and like this windstorm. Like our hood, remember our hood was like flapping.
our hood was flapping in the wind, and we couldn't tell if we didn't latch it or someone screwed up. And we stopped the car to go check our hood, and then we realized it's just cheap Korean metal. And the Kia's hood is just so thin that it would just flap in the wind.
Of course, I got a little scared. I asked, let's swap. And then after we swap, you know what? Bright, nice, sunny day. Anyway, it was fun. But I don't want to do it again.
Yeah. And then we arrived in Sacramento
That night,
at
around
Thursday night
9:30.
at around same time, like 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Finally to the Darnell's house.
we can rest.
We thought we could rest, but on Friday, we had to do 8 motor swaps
On the next day.
and 2 tire changes. So the Darnell's house became this workshop for the whole race team because everyone had to take the wheel apart and do tire changes. Now, for those that are asking for a tire change video, it will come. We will make one. But just the fact that we could do 10 motor swaps and tire changes, or 8 motor swaps and 2 tire changes in the span of an afternoon at the Darnell's house should give you a hint that it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
We even had Mario doing his motor. Look at him working hard. And then we got everything ready for TEF1. InMotion
check
was
out
able
some
to get
videos.
top 5. We had Max in first, Brian in second, and Zach in third.
Some people saw in the beginning of the day during qualifier, some of them were overheating.
Yeah. So they
just
were
standing on the side of the
So
track.
I gotta take first before we get into that again. I want to split. There's like overheating and then overheating alert. So they were hitting the overheating alerts.
You know, InMotion, they are super safe.
Conservative. So
And they always have this logo that's popping up on the screen if there is like a mini 0.1 like issue.
Yeah, correct. So through that, it would give them alerts and tilt them back and beep at them to tell them to stop because the firmware was very conservative at about 150 degrees Celsius. And it was only after about 8 or 9 laps or 10 laps, depending on the rider, doing how they ride.
Yeah.
And again, it only affected the heavier riders. So Mario, Aaron, and Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. But ultimately, they pulled home the win and were able to get top 5. And if you want to know more about the motor
temperature.
overheating and get to more into the weeds, again, there is another video that you can watch on our channel. That's Albert Storytime, where I go into detail about that motor overheating concern.
I wouldn't say it's a concern anymore.
Right now, no, it's fixed. So the end result is that you could go anywhere from 60 to 75 miles per hour sustained for 35 to 45 minutes. And if you're holding that speed for 35 to 45 minutes, you're traveling anywhere from 30 to 50 miles anyways. So it's not like a small number of distance, like you're really hauling ass. And of course, you'll never get to the point where you'll cut out or be in a dangerous situation because Again, there's still conservative alarms set in the firmware to prevent you from injury. But that brings us to the end of our story.
Yeah, it's just a really quick story of what really happened in those 2 weeks.
A lot happened in those 2 weeks to the
It
point
feels
where,
like a month.
yeah, my body felt like it was a month.
It was.
Driving from Chicago to California twice in a week is too much for my body.
I feel like we were just running on adrenaline for like a whole 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, I will say when we did that drive, there was a lot of Red Bull consumed. A lot.
Too much. But we're not truck drivers.
Yeah.
We tried our best.
Yeah, no, it's good. So that is the story of.
The Chicago story.
That's a Chicago story for those who ever ask or wanted to know. If you guys have anything else you guys would like to know about the P6, Marty's, I believe, doing a range test this week. So look out for Marty's channel to see the official range test that he will do and the results that he will get. Then if there's any other videos, the tire change video will come. And if there's any other requests that you guys do have, please comment below, let us know, and we will
We'll see if we can
see what we can do for you. Yeah?
And this Sunday, November 9th,
Yeah.
we're going to do Vancouver, BC P6 Demo Day. November 10th, we will be in Portland doing Portland P6 Demo Day. And
November 13th, there is a Dallas demo day.
Brian will be in Dallas doing P6
So if you're in
Demo
Texas, there's a demo day in Texas.
Day.
And then the
We'll be in
15th is in
Holiday,
Florida. Yeah, Florida.
doing P6 Demo. So if you would like to know all the details, the time and the address, location, everything, just check Facebook. We did a post on the, what is that
The
called?
P6 official group.
Yeah, just check over there.
Lastly, if you have already purchased a P6 or you're going to purchase, once you guys finish making your purchase, please do look at the P6 official group because I do have a Google Forms there to kind of collect some data about what influenced you to purchase. Again, it's optional, but I would definitely appreciate it if you kind of give us this feedback as to what you enjoyed and what helped you make a decision.
Yeah.
So that we can kind of tailor our content going forwards. With that, let's wrap it up.
Like, subscribe, and turn on your ding dong ding dong.
See you next time.
Bye.